see, I am getting ready. It is Tuesday. So thankful for that 3-day weekend. Shout out to you, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for the day off yesterday. And our federal government for making that a federal holiday, because I really needed a 3-day weekend. It has been a lot going on over here, and just as a teacher, that first full week back to school for the spring semester, it was a lot. I got a lot I gotta do. I still have more I have to do, which brings me to showing you this super quick makeup routine for days when I sleep in a little more, which was today. And just something I've been thinking about as I get ready to transition into motherhood. If you didn't know, I am pregnant with my first child. We are 6 months. So yeah, he will be here soonish. It's starting to really hit me and settle in that I will be a mama. So let me show you this routine, as well as kind of like my morning skincare, like the prep and everything. We're gonna get right into it. The makeup portion only takes 10 minutes. With my skincare, I kind of like to go slowish and enjoy it. But I'm gonna show you what I'm planning to do when I want to pull myself together and I don't have a lot of time because I'm gonna have a baby to be watching and taking care of. So I just cleansed my face. The cleanser I used is the Pixi Skin Treats Clarity Cleanser with salicylic acid and probiotics. I really do like this. It's on the gentle side, so when my skin is doing well, I tend to gravitate towards that. Now I'm going to go in with some toner, and I'm going to use the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA BHA Pore Tight Toner. This is a travel size that I got as a birthday gift, I'm pretty sure, in December, which was perfect because we traveled to Mexico, and I only took a carry-on, so I'm really grateful. And I've used the full size in the past and I really liked it, but I never repurchased it because of the price. And there are several awesome toners that I enjoy that are not as expensive, but since I have a little travel size, we're going to use it. I like to apply it directly to my hands and then spread it directly over my face. Oh, thank you. Ever since I was in college, wow, it's crazy to think about how fast like time is moving and yeah, and everything that has happened. Like, it's a little crazy. Next, after toning, I'm going to go in with this Advanced Snail Mucin Power Essence from CosRx. You've seen this. Mine is not the same texture as everybody else's, I feel. It's not as, like, snaily. Ooh, some of it just fell out, but that's okay. I already had a lot. Thank you so much for your congratulations. So I am excited, but also, like, is this real life? Like, what do I do? What did I do? I have to now fully be responsible for somebody else, but I already know it's going to teach me so many amazing lessons about sacrifice. It's going to reveal more of my selfishness. I talked about that when I was getting married, how that was exposed on a deeper level. I just know I'm going to grow spiritually in so many levels. Patience, trust in God. Just, oh my gosh, I just know this. I mean, it's a huge life transition, like bring life into the world. Like, what? I'm about to do what? I'm about to push a baby out of what? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also very realistic. If you know me, that's me. Like, I'm positive, but like not like in a delusional way. I'm not delulu. All right, we have toned, we've used an essence, and now we're gonna go in with one of my favorite moisturizers that I also discovered because travel size and free sample. This is the Pure Skin Dermatologist Developed Moisturizer from e.l.f. Skin. It has oat milk, ceramides, and niacinamide. I love this. And I used this while we were in Mexico, which was super humid compared to Southern California. And it works really well with my skin. I find that I think I might have been like dehydrating my skin because I wasn't using products that were moisturizing enough. And so, yeah, I look crazy. So now I am like more open to moisturizers that don't feel heavy and greasy, but maybe thicker than like a water gel cream, because that's kind of what I would gravitate towards in the past. I'm also older now. I'm 31, so I can use a little more moisture. Even though I don't look 31. I look good on my mama, on my hood. I look fly. I look good. Okay, yeah, this is like, it's not like thick, but you feel the moisture. Like she has some substance, she has some presence to her. All right, it also works great under makeup. I have honestly not been, oh yeah, niacinamide is fantastic. I find that my skin likes it when it's mixed into other things though, versus like using like the ordinary straight up niacinamide. So that's kind of how I've been incorporating it when it's already put like in another product. All right, let me take a sip of this mocha. What does my coworker say this is? A mocha latte? Mocha? Cafe mocha. Mm-mm, mm-mm. If you want to be a little fancy, you take a packet of hot chocolate and then let your coffee go in there and then add just a little bit of cream to it. It is so good. And my coworker told them it's called a cafe mocha. Now I'm getting a little hot. I have on shorts, but you can't really see them. I just have on a t-shirt. I'm like, I gotta be modest out here on the interwebs, but I'm getting a little warm. Okay, I think I'm good, y'all. My shorts are turned into almost underwear because I'm almost 180 pounds now after getting pregnant. So I'm a little more thickums. I think I'm good. Okay, yeah, I feel comfortable. I don't want to just overheat because then I'm gonna have to stop the video and sit down and that won't be good. All right, so this is usually how my skin starts before I go in with makeup. We are going to use a new foundation that I have been loving. Not enough people are talking about this. This is the REM Beauty Sweetener Foundation. Look at me, I'm already kind of out of breath. And I'm wearing the shade Donde Está? Rich 3N. Okay, Rich 3 Neutral. This stuff is so pretty and it lasts and it looks good and I don't need to use concealer. So this is a part of, I have two ways I do my mommy makeup look, where I just do concealer and powder, or I do a more medium to full coverage foundation and then just set that. Like I don't do nothing else because we ain't got the time. So today I'm going to show you the foundation way because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is the fastest way, but let me get a brush because I remember my brush is dirty. Let me make sure I don't reveal anything. Alright, we can use this brush. It's supposed to be more for powder, but I use it for foundation. So I'm going to go with one pump, start with one full pump on my face. Yeah, no primer, as you saw. You can if you want, but this is like, I need to get out the door. You can see that foundation match is beautiful because foundation wear. Do you even see the line of demarcation? Because I only put this on half my face. No, you don't. Okay? So like I said, this takes me 10 minutes. So I started, I kind of swiped and then I patted it. Yeah, my shorts have like kind of turned into underwear, I'm not even gonna lie. With this weight gain. But it's all good. So, I mean, you can't even tell. Look at that. It looks so good. I don't know why more people are not talking about this foundation. We're gonna go with another full pump on the other side of my face because remember, we're not doing concealer or anything else. Yeah, it looks like, oh baby, it looks like my skin. It looks so good compared to this side. It's a little bit deeper, but it matches my body skin. My body's a little bit darker than my face. It looks so good and it wears so well. I don't know why people are not talking about this because Ariana, she did her thing with this foundation. Okay, you kind of don't even need, that's kind of a little much, 2 full pumps, but it's gonna give me the coverage and it still looks very natural. Okay, so I kind of spread it out and then pat it in. You also don't need to set this with powder all over your whole face if you don't want to, but I am because oily skin. I don't work particularly long hours, but I am prone to sweating at work. Like I'm singing and dancing, playing instruments with kids, playing drums, playing buckets, playing xylophones. I'm a music teacher, elementary school, walking in and out of the elements because these California schools are like outdoor schools where you have to walk outside to get to the next building. So yeah, in the mornings here though, it's like in the 30s. It's cold. And then by, that laugh though, and then by like 1 p.m, why is it 65 degrees? Okay, like it doesn't really make sense. Oh, make sure you blend into the hairline. Like as you can see, I'm tapping like around my edges to make sure that flawlessly blends. And then also make sure you get under your chin. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I'm guilty of not getting under here. And yeah, you don't want to do that because it don't look good. And then make sure you get under your eyes since we're not doing Maybe concealer. This is gonna be super easy, super fast, super basic. All right, we have on our base. Time to set it. Get yourself some trusty. If you're somebody who likes to do makeup fast in 10 minutes, like when I tell you this look is quick, get yourself some trusted, tried and true pressed powders, because we all know loose powders are more messy. I have been loving using the NYX HD finishing powder and then the Juvia's Place powder foundations, and I have 2 shades of the Juvia's Place. You're gonna see how I use it. I also really love powders from Maybelline. So as you can see, I've like hit pan on my Maybelline Superstay, but this is one that I would normally gravitate. Oh, I thought that was the powder. It's just a sponge. We can throw her away. Okay. But as you can see, this is what I normally gravitate towards because it's almost gone. So, and I love Maybelline powders because they come in. I usually wear 370 deep bronze because I am darker now than I've ever been, like all year round, because I live in a sunnier climate. You know, I'm in Southern California now. All right, we're gonna start with the banana powder from NYX. I was like, from who? And I'm gonna just go back with my foundation brush and blend out my under eye to make sure that there's no creases. And I'm gonna load up this little brush. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna press over this area. And it's gonna look crazy for a second because I'm just gonna start to set it. Okay, so this is like my highlighting powder in a way. And because it's a finishing powder, it's ultra fine, so it doesn't emphasize texture or wrinkles. I'm also gonna take this in between the brows, kind of like in the areas that you would highlight, okay? We're doing this super fast and quick and in a hurry because I am legitimately behind schedule today, but I knew I could do this. I've been practicing this look. Like I said, I have 2 versions. This is the wearing foundation version, and I'll show you guys the concealer and powder version another day. All right, so I'm taking this like on the high points of my face, like I said, where you would apply concealer. A little bit around my mouth, going over my brows for sure, and specifically really want to get the under eyes really well. And as you can see, the finish of the foundation is now more matte in those places. Still looking very skin-like, still not looking heavy or cakey. Next, I'm going to go with a face tone powder. We're going to use Juvia's Place powder foundation. Love this stuff. It's very soft as well, and this is the shade Katsina. It is very neutral. I have come to, you know, have a better understanding of my skin tone. I have deep skin, obviously, but it's truly a neutral undertone. I am not particularly warm in skin tone. I am not cool, and I find that things that are neutral work best for me. And that if I want to add a little bit of warmth later, I can. But all over my face looks awful, and thank you so much. Yeah, I try. I mean, I try. You know, this is a hobby of mine, and going into motherhood, I don't want to lose out. Like, I don't want to give up my face card. You know, I still want to be able to do this, but just faster. And I found like kind of what I really like in makeup, what I think really brings out my features and looks best on me. And as you can see, I'm pressing this powder in. It's going to give you additional coverage, but it's just going to lock everything in place, so you don't have to worry about touch-ups, because I am not a touch-up girl. If I do need a touch-up during the day, that consists of me taking a toilet paper liner, a paper towel, a napkin, and just pressing the excess oil off my face. Like, I don't like to apply additional product if I can avoid it. Okay? All right, and you're just gonna make sure you get all over, again, making sure you get my hairline, making sure you get under the chin so that's not like transferring like crazy, which this foundation doesn't typically do, but you know, it's makeup, it can be messy. Now that my face is like it's kind of flat, I'm gonna go with a lighter version of that Juvia's Place powder. This is the shade Burkina. It is on the slightly warmer side, and I'm just gonna go into those highlighted areas with the same brush I use for my whole face, and just see if I can add in a little bit of dimension, just a little bit. I'm not looking for anything crazy. Okay, just so we have a little bit of highlight, like that brought a little bit of life back. So I'm not as flat, and I just press it in with, like I said, the same brush I use for all over. I'm not trying to get super precise. Don't need to get directly up under my eyes. All right, here's where we're at. Okay, you can see that it's darker around the perimeters, and that just helped to lighten up the center. All right, Next, what I do is I add a glowy blush. I've found that instead of like doing highlighter, I can use a glowy blush and then take some down the bridge of my nose because I like the way that looks. This would go back under my eyes with that smaller brush. Put my powders away. Not the fan coming on. All right, what glowy blush do we want to do today? Let's use one of my favorite little palettes. This little palette I have been loving. This is the Chocolate Marshmallow Truffle 4-color blush palette from BH Cosmetics. When I tell you this is a discovered old gem that I have been using like crazy. This is one of the only things I took with me to Mexico. Like, I love it. So we have 4 different blush shades. This is like a shimmery blush. I'm going to go ahead and take that on my finger. Like I said, I like to highlight the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. I know that's so what 2016 as the young people would say, but I like the way it looks. And my nose is not particularly, doesn't have like a strong bridge. So I find this gives my nose some 3D-ness. I don't have a, excuse me, I don't have a totally flat nose, but I don't know, I like the way this looks on me. And my husband thinks it's cute too. Yeah, I really like when I highlight my nose. That's one thing that I like to do per se. And then for my cheeks, I am going to mix this darker shade and the shimmery shade. Like, I'm going to go in between these two and I'm going to pat that onto the highest points of my cheeks. And it's going to give a nice glow and a flush of like a mauve color that's not too intense because like we're doing this quick, you know. For my mom look, I don't do any eye makeup. Okay, it's really more skin focused. And even the brows I have simplified, which I can't wait to show you because that's what's next. And then something on your lips and that's it. Okay, when I tell you I can literally get this done in 10 minutes if I wasn't talking and explaining. I really can. This is such a pretty, I'm gonna have to show you. You can't really see it from this angle, but this blush is so pretty. And I feel like it adds so much to the look. Like, this is what dreams are made of. Hey now, hey now. It's so pretty. Look at that. This blush is just so pretty. Yeah, my head is shaped like an egg, but I did not want to do my hair. Obviously, I just stuck it back in a bun. Then you can take your, if you feel like you did a little too much or went a little too high or a little close to your nose or whatever, just take your powder, the brush you used to apply your face powder, and just go around the edges. Okay, now we're going on to brows, which is the next to last step. And for my brows, I have simplified them, okay? Have a lovely day as well. Make it a terrific Tuesday. All right, for my brows, we're gonna use a brow gel and a brow pencil. And this is kind of like an old school, kind of auntie-ish way of doing your brows, but it works for me like every day. Ooh, I don't want the magnified side. Oh no. So I'm gonna go in with a brow gel first. This is the Juvia's Place brow gel. I'm applying very minimal product right now. This is just really to kind of get the general shape. I'm also baking chicken right now this morning. I usually do that though. I'm a morning person, but today I could not get out of bed because I was in some pain. I'm still actually having some pain, but I'm okay. Nola's about to go for her walk. I hear her dad's keys. All right, so this step, the brow gel is just to kind of get the general shape. Okay, if I had slightly more elongated, timer is done. I'll take you guys with me to turn off my chicken. If I had more elongated brows, I wouldn't even fill them in. I would just put brow gel on them, but I don't. You too? Okay. Let me replug my phone back in. We turn the chicken off. We like to marinate it overnight, and then I'll bake it in the morning before I go to work. So then, and we like make a lot, so we have enough for at least 3 to 4 days. Ooh, that's not what I want. Not the brow pen. We want the brow pencil. You're going to take any brow pencil for the next step of the brows. And I've been using the e.l.f. Instant Brow Pencil. I don't know what shade this is, but I'm sure it's the deepest shade. Maybe a black brown. And now I'm just going to go in and fill in and outline what's naturally there. I'm also going to extend it a little bit further. Like I said, I wish my brows were a little bit longer. So I'm basically just going to use the pencil and draw the brow. Draw over what's already there and then add any extra I wish was there naturally. And surprisingly, this comes out looking pretty natural because the pencil is kind of waxy. It's not super dark. It's just like more of an old school way because it comes out looking kind of like ombre brows on me. So that's what I'm like. It's kind of like your auntie's way of drawing her brows. But honestly, for every day, I kind of don't mind this look. It's not my favorite, but if I need to get it done really fast, my brows, this is the way to go because it takes like no time. I'm literally just going over what's already there, which I have naturally thin brows, so it's going to be thin. Okay, one brow is basically done. I'm going to show you the last step, which is to go back over with brow gel, just to make it look a little bit more natural. As you can see, I'm literally filling over top of what I have and extending it inwards a little bit. I hope we don't have a staff meeting today because I got a lot I gotta do. Tuesdays, we have early release days where I teach. Every Tuesday is an early release day. But then we typically have staff meetings. But I have a lot of emails I need to send. I have a lot of emails. A lot of emails I need to send. And stuff I need to finalize this week that I want to get finalized this week. Nobody's making me, but for the sake of time, I need to get these things finalized this week. Alright, so once I have like the shape like that, let me just show you what it looks like now. You see it looks very, very, very natural in my opinion. I'm going to go back in with the brow gel and then just make my hairs stand out a little bit more so you don't see that I just like literally drew the pencil on. And sometimes they move easier than other days. Sometimes I don't want to re-stand back up my hairs, my brow hairs, that is. And that is okay. And then you can clean up any mistakes by adding more pencil. I don't do the whole concealer thing. That's never been my jam. Like concealing my eyebrows, I feel like that is too much. And I don't have anything to conceal. You know, like my brows are not big enough for me to need to do that. So that's why that's not a part of my routine. Alright, then I go back to the fronts and I want to extend even more, I do. And I kind of fade it in, like I said, it's more like your typical 2016 ombre brow, but it's really fast for me. And that's what I need. Alright, we are done with the brows. And the last thing is to just put something on your lips. And this is like my go-to mom makeup. If you want to take your mascara with you and apply mascara later, you can. I probably will apply some because I do have the time because I did this so fast. I'll just do it on camera, but typically with this mom makeup, I would not do any eye makeup. It is skin focused because that is my favorite part of makeup. And that is what makes me feel most radiant and gorgeous is when I have a flawless base, like right now. But also looks very natural. If you want to use setting spray, you can as well. If you want to use primer, you can as well. Like, do you. Take this and make it for you. For lips, I'm going to keep it super easy, super natural. So I think I'm going to wear the NYX Fat Lip Oil in the shade That's Chic. This is like a purpley mauve color. I think that'll be pretty with the blush, and it'll be more on the natural side. But I need to finish my coffee, so we're just going to do my mascara together, and then I'm going to go finish my coffee, take my chicken out of the oven. I did turn it off. And then get dressed and go to work. Like, I'm trying to leave before 7 a.m. That's my goal. For mascara, let's use an old favorite, Essence Lash Princess. And I'm just going to do upper lashes today. Like, when I tell you, there's some days where I do it all and some days where you just don't have the time. So yeah, I'm just going to go on my upper lashes with a light coat of mascara. I don't want anything too bold or too overpowering for this look. Like, it's just meant to be very pretty, natural, you know, fast mom makeup. And typically mascara would not be a part of it. So this is like bonus, extra, read all about it. Okay. I don't know how the wand got bent, but it's actually pretty helpful in my opinion. Especially on my stubborn left eyelashes, like this eye, these lashes are not the same as this eye. All right, that is it for the makeup today. I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and I hope it helps you if you're trying to look for something faster. I'm trying to show you that everything does match my skin tone, and it looks pretty natural, and it was really, really fast, really, really easy to do. Again, just add your lip after, but I need to finish my coffee. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your congratulations. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you. Wishing all the positivity around the world for everyone, all the blessings, all the peace, all the love. And on that note, goodbye.